What is up, everybody? How y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of One Piece, which is on episode 784. Now, this episode right here, really cool, not too bad, although it is very slow as always. Those of you who's been keeping up with One Piece, etc., and still watching it to this day, even though I think a lot of people might have dropped it because it's too long of the series and it's not really getting anywhere or something. I'm pretty sure a lot of people might be thinking like that. We know what I'm talking about. Anyways, this episode was pretty fun, and we get to see two new characters, you know? Those of you who's always been keeping up with One Piece in its anime form and manga form would know what I'm talking about. So, if anything else, let's just get this started. Alright, after the opening and recap, which took about like 5 or 6 minutes of the episode, honestly, because that's what it always does. That's Toei Animation, trying to like delay certain aspects and not catching up to the manga. That's the one thing for sure. Luffy had some help to get a fish onto the Thousand Sunny, you know? And we have to it that it looks a little iffy here and there, and they think it's not edible. However, Chopper decides to look at Sanji's book, except he had to go through a lot of like dirty nude magazines of Sanji's locker, you know? So I just go like, you know, that's Sanji for you, man. I mean, there's nothing else you can do about it. Aside from all that, you know, Chopper ends up trying to warn everyone not to eat the skin because it's very poisonous, but Luffy ends up eating it anyway without like hesitating because he was hungry. I can't blame him for that, but still, his stupidity always amuses me to the very end. And of course, everyone gets a piece of the fish that Nami cooked herself with Sanji's recipe. But the bad thing is, Luffy is about to die, and without any more antibiotics or herbs, Luffy is going to die. He ends up saying that he sees a river, or a nice river, you know, and Carrot realizes that he's seeing the river as Styx, so he is really dying, despite having very strong anti-immunity from many poisons, thanks to Magellan, etc. It's not making any effort to help Luffy out right now, because how much skin he consumed is really, like, depending how much the poison's, like, spreading throughout his body. And apparently the bad thing too is like that they're entering Mama's territory, as Peckham says. He says, we'll go to the first island I see and I'll grab some antibiotics there so we could save him, etc. You know? But apparently they get chased by one ship, and it's from Germa 66, you know? And Chopper thinks it was Sanji at first, but instead it was actually not Sanji at all. He ends up saying, stop calling me Sanji. What the heck is wrong with you? You know, that kind of thing. And he ends up saying, I'm Yonji, okay? And the moment he sees Nami, he ends up being in love, falling at first sight. I think in my mind, yeah, you may not be Sanji, but you got some similarities that's like beyond recognition. Aside from all that, you know, we have to it that they're trying to keep Luffy alive because he's really, really dying. And the poison throughout in his body is really starting to spread. And apparently they ask Yonji, as Sanji's little brother or so, to help him out. But he goes like, I'm not interested in saving people or giving you antibiotics, okay? But if you want some, why don't you come and get it by force? They were really angry and go like, what the hell? Are you real serious about this? And then someone comes out of nowhere and says, Yonji, stop being a freaking like a jacked up a-hole, and kicked him into the water, you know? Which is really, really surprising. Then the person that kicked Yonji enters the ship and says, hello. I'm sorry about my little brother. He's a little bit of a jacked up guy, you know? Screwed up guy, if anything. And it ends up the episode there. So, yeah. Two of these characters are introduced. And the voice actor of Yonji, I think he did a nice job. I think I want to see a more of a different tone, or maybe different kind of like, hearing from the voice actor. Maybe I just imaged it or thought of a fantasy of how he would sound like, but I think he did a good job. I give him props for that, by the way. Anyways, the other character who showed up and kicked Yonji in the water, I think I think the voice actor fitted pretty nicely right there, and I look forward to seeing and hearing her voice more. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, I look forward to like next week's episode. So until then, I'm out for Zero people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time in my next video. All right, peace out. Bye bye.